I will present the introduction of our report on the technology industry. The technology industry is one of the fastest growing industries and is important in communication, business, education, and daily life. Technologies such as AI, cloud computing, smartphones, and software have transformed the global economy. This report focuses on Apple, Google, and Microsoft. Apple is known for the iPhone and MacBook. Google focuses on search engine and AI technology, while Microsoft specializes in software and cloud computing services. This report also applies managerial theory, behavioral theory, and agency theory to analyze organizational behavior and business performance. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Nur Fahim. So I will continue my part. My presentation is about theory overview. The first one is managerial theory. So the definition is how managers make decisions and manage resource. So the focus on profit, growth, and sustainability. So the next one is key concept. Key concept we have three. The first one is sales maximization. The second one is managerial decretion, and the last one is corporate governance. So the technology industry example such as Apple, new iPhone, MacBook, and software update, Microsoft 365 and Azure expansion. So the next one is behavioral theory. So definition of behavioral theory is focused on human behavior in organization. So the decision influenced by people and stakeholders' interests. So the key concept is bounded rationally. Number two is satisfying, good enough decision, and the last one is organizational learning. So the technologies industry example is Microsoft improve service using user feedback, Apple product update based on customers' need. So the last one is agency theory. So definition of agency theory is relationship between shareholders and manager. So it's possible conflict of interest between both parties. The key concept is corporate governance, accountability, and transparency. The last one is performance based on compassion. So the technology industry example is Apple, reward linked to company performance, and Microsoft and Google, strong governance system. So the limitation is excessive monitoring due to lower trust and higher costs. That's all.
Now, I will continue with the industry analysis of the technology industry by applying managerial theory and behavioral theory. Firstly, based on managerial theory, decision-making in a large technology firm is influenced by the separation between ownership and control. In companies like Apple and Microsoft, shareholders own the company, but the managers are responsible for making strategic decisions. This may lead managers to focus not only on profit, but also on their interests such as growth and job security. For example, according to Bloomberg's sales maximization model, managers tend to prioritize increasing sales rather than maximizing profit. Apple continuously introduced new products to maintain high sales and strong market demand. Similarly, Microsoft expanded its cloud service and subscription-based product to increase revenue and strengthen its position in the market. In addition, Morris growth maximization model explained that managers aim for long-term organizational growth. This can be seen when Microsoft invests heavily in digital innovation and cloud computing to ensure sustainable expansion. Next, based on behavioral theory, organizations do not always act as perfectly rational decision makers. Instead, firms operate as a coalition of different stakeholders, each with their own goals and expectations. For instance, both Apple and Microsoft must balance customer demand for innovation, employee satisfaction, and shareholder returns. This leads to decision-making through negotiation and compromise. Moreover, firms often practice satisficing, where they choose solutions that are good enough. Microsoft, for example, releases software updates continuously and improve them over time instead of waiting for the perfect products. Behavioral theory also highlights bounded rationality, where managers have a limited information and time, so decisions are made based on experience and organizational routines. That's all for my part. Thank you.
Now let's look at agency theory. Agency theory explains the line between ownership and controls. Stockholders are the owners, while managers run the daily business. This division causes agency issues because managers might focus on their private gains or reputation instead of maximizing profit for shareholders. Second, in tech, we face information symmetry. Managers and tech teams know way more about AI and product than shareholders do. Since monitoring them is hard, companies spend on agency costs like strict reporting and board supervision to keep them aligned. Look at Microsoft. Under Satya Nadella, executive bonus were tied directly to stock market performance and Azure's success, which successfully reduced conflicts of interest. Third, formal rules are not enough for complex tech firm. That's why organizational culture acts as an economic solution. A strong culture provides shared values that guide employees when there are no strict rules, allowing them to cooperate without constant supervision. To take Google as an example, they create a collaborative startup-like culture where people innovate freely but remain strictly focused on the company's goals. But we have path dependency. This means a company's current strategy is heavily trapped by its past decision. Once the firm locked into a strategy, it's hard to change due to some cost and momentum, creating organizational inertia. For instance, Apple is strictly locked into an integrated hardware and software ecosystem. Even if shareholders want to change, this historical path makes it very difficult, creating unique agency problem. Lastly, organizational identity helps solve incomplete contract. In a fast-changing tech sector, you cannot predict every future scenario in the contract. Instead, a strong company identity gives managers clear direction based on who we are. We can see this in Google. Even though they use a dual-class stock system that gives founder massive voting power, the firm's strong identity centered on innovation keeps the manager's decision aligned with the long-term mission. In summary, agency theory shows how tech companies handle conflicts of interest by combining corporate governance, incentive alignment, organizational culture, and historical structure. Tech giants like Apple, Microsoft, and Google are able to resolve agency issues and maintain long-term performance. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Mariam. Today I'm going to explain you about the comparative evaluation of technology industry such as Apple, Google, and Microsoft. And next, comparison of managerial, behavioral, and agency theory. And last one is focus on organizational behavior and decision making. The first part, I will talk about managerial theory, which focuses on planning, control, and also strategic decision making. Apple uses strict product control and innovation strategies. Microsoft invests in AI and cloud computing for growth, and Google uses strategic planning to expand digital services. The second part is behavioral theory, which focuses on employee motivation, teamwork, and organizational culture. Google encourages creativity through a flexible work culture. Therefore, Microsoft promotes teamwork and continuous learning. Employee satisfaction improves innovation and also productivity. The third part is about agency theory, which focuses on relationships between shareholders and managers. Companies use governance systems and performance monitoring, which Apple links executive rewards to company performance, and Google, Microsoft use transparency and board oversight. Furthermore, similarities across theories. All theories aim to improve organizational performance. All support better decision making and sustainability. All contribute to the success of technology companies, and also the theories work together to strengthen the organizations. In addition, differences across theories. Managerial theory focuses on efficiency and control. Behavioral theory focuses on employee well-being, and agency theory focuses on accountability and also governance. Each theory explains organizational behavior differently. Strengths and weakness. Managerial theory improves efficiency but may reduce creativity. Behavioral theory increases motivation but may reduce the control. Agency theory improves accountability but also increases monitoring costs. Combining all theories creates balanced management. Last but not least, the most relevant theory is behavioral theory. Is most relevant in the technology industry. Innovation depends on employee creativity and collaboration. Google and Microsoft emphasize employee empowerment. Human capital is critical for technology innovation. That's all from me. Thank you.
Recommendations. First, behavioral theory. Humans make mistakes when there are too much information. How to fix? Use data and AI to make decisions instead just get feelings. For example, Google used A or B testing and Microsoft used AI to predict the market. For the result, fewer human error and fast work. Second, agency theory. Manager and owner often want different things. How to fix? Give manager company stock so they care about long-term success. For example, Microsoft and Apple pay boss based on how well the company does over many years. For the result, manager act like a partner, not just employees. Third, managerial theory. Some manager try to grow the company too big just for the firm, even it was waste money. How to fix? Use strict rules and committed to check every big spending plan. For example, Apple stay focused on the best product and Google use a system to keep every department in check. For the result, the company stop wasting money and ensure the company grow in the right way.
Next, I will conclude our presentation. In conclusion, this report discusses the technology industry using three theories, which are management theory, behavior theory, and agency theory. Companies like Apple, Google, and Microsoft show how this theory affects innovation, decision-making, and company performance. Overall, the report showed that one theory alone is not enough to explain how technology companies operate. Therefore, combining all three theories gives a better understanding of how technology companies grow, compete, and achieve a long-term success. Thank you.